Hi folks, Phil Merry here from downtown Singapore. I'm just having fun this weekend playing around with virtual backgrounds, and um, I've been using in the webinars I've done already, I've actually changed backgrounds to create a different atmosphere. I generally begin with this background and I'll say, look, I'm here in Singapore, and by the way, this is a picture taken from my balcony. This is my home. Here we have Singapore Parliament in the front of the screen. We've got Marina Bay Sands at the back and Singapore Eye. And then as far as the eye can see, if you can see, you've got Indonesia. Um, of course, I'll need to really work on my bald head, light shining on my bald head. But screens are a cool way of setting an atmosphere and a vibe in whatever it is you want to do. If I'm talking about Black Lives Matter and intercultural stuff and racism, here's my favorite picture, I think, of the year so far. This black guy attended in London a riot where he fully expected some violence, but he went there to support Black Lives Matter. And when he got there, he found this white guy that he's got over his shoulder. He was actually in trouble of being really seriously injured. So without further ado, this guy went, picked him up, threw him over his shoulder, and took him to safety. And I love the juxtaposition of these two faces. The black guy really went to support Black Lives Matter, ended up rescuing this white racist on the right-hand side. Look at his face. So I use that as a theme when we're talking about cultural issues. When I want to get my participants into a quieter, more reflective mood, this is the one that I use, that I love. I took this in Amsterdam. This is a little stream in the middle of a wood. And it's surprising how it's easy to get a reflective mood when you're showing a picture like this. So I'm really enjoying that. When I want people to think where they can see distance, I found this great background where I don't know what the country is in the background, but if you're talking about strategy and you want to see a long way and really think far, there's nothing better than having a distance to add big picture thinking to what it is that you're doing. I'm doing exams. First time I'm doing exams online for my Belbin webinar. And in order for us to do the exams, I choose a more studious background. So people are really thinking in, they have a couple of hours with me invigilating online. And I find that this background actually helps with that. And then finally, of course, my signature tune, whenever we're talking about synchronicity, I liken synchronicity to a rainbow coming out of the blue, and this picture lends some credibility and some atmosphere to that. So I don't know what you're doing. I see people keep the same background every time, but I think playing around with backgrounds can really enhance the learning around the issue that you're focused on. Anyway, lots of things still to sort out in terms of the professionalism of my background. And as I say, I think I've got this burning on the top of my head here, but I really am enjoying doing webinars and, as I say, playing around with the virtual background. So hope you're doing well. Sunday evening here, wherever you are in the world. Be well, be safe, and lots of love from Phil Merry in Singapore.